Hello everyone, my name's Lisa Curtin and today I'm going to talk to you about the role of SENDIASS, which is the Special Educational Needs and Disability Information Advice Support Service. So we're going to have a look at the role of SENDIASS. In 2014, the Children and Families Act stated that all local authorities must provide parents, carers and young people aged 16 to 25 with access to an information advice support service in relation to special educational needs and disability. Therefore, in County Durham, Durham SENDIASS are the statutory county-wide service providing information, advice and support to parents and carers who have a child with special educational needs and to young people aged 16 to 25 with special educational needs. SENDIASS is a confidential and impartial service that must work at arm's length from the local authority. So why might a family contact SENDIASS? Families tell us that they struggle to navigate their way through the special educational needs and disability framework. Families can be unsure about what support is in place for their child. For example, who provides the support? How often does support happen? What funding is allocated by the setting? And who is involved with their child and what their role is? Families might have a question about the SEND provision for their child. They may not be confident about what support is in place. Families may know that their child has special educational needs, but not know what is happening to support them, or they may be unhappy with what is in place for their child and may believe that their child might need more support. Families can have a question about their child's legal rights on issues such as exclusions, school attendance, school admissions, access to school trips, after-school activities, exam arrangements, transport, toileting, uniform issues and homework. They need to know what their legal rights are and, if required, what they can do to appropriately challenge a decision. Families also need signposting to other services and agencies, and support can include children's therapies, short breaks, support groups, early help and 1 point, the local offer and the SEND and inclusion service. The reasons why families contact SENDIASS. They may want advice about the education healthcare plan process, how to apply for a statutory assessment, support to write their parental views, support at multi-agency meetings, or to find out about alternative school placements. Families also need to know what happens if they disagree with a decision that has been made by the local authority. So, for example, if the local authority refuses to assess their child's needs, or refuses to issue an education healthcare plan, or refuses to agree to a particular school, then parents and young people aged 16 to 25 have a right to appeal, and families need a high level of information and support with this process. Families also ask about transitions, so when children and young people are moving from nursery to primary school to secondary school, and then on to post-16 provision. So families want to know how their child is going to be supported in their new school, and parents also seek advice about changing schools from mainstream to special. For many families, they often just need a listening ear, someone that they can talk to and talk about what's happening for their child or young person at that point in time. They may need to just understand what assessments might mean, what their child's recent diagnosis might mean, talk about maybe some challenging behaviour issues or anxiety and school refusal. So it's important that as a service we are there to support families to just listen to whatever's happening for them and their family at that point in time and work a way forward together. Our offer to families in County Durham. SENDIASS offer a dedicated telephone helpline, email correspondence, telephone callback appointments. That's a dedicated appointment that we have in the diary with the family so they know that we're going to ring them back. We also offer virtual appointments and face-to-face appointments. Families often want to see the person that they're talking to and have that face-to-face appointment with somebody. Families contact SENDIASS because they're often unhappy, frustrated, misled, overwhelmed and unsure about what support is in place for their child. We must allow families to talk to us in confidence, to listen to their views and concerns and offer impartial support to resolve their dispute or dissatisfaction. We work with families to explore what their options are by offering accurate information and advice that is legally based within the SEND Code of Practice. Our role is to enable families to make informed decisions and to know what their options are and what to do next within their child's education. We work to promote effective communication between the family, the setting, so that's the school, the college or the nursery, other services and the local authority. We offer practical support to families to prepare for meetings so that they can be confident to express their views and wishes. We offer families help to understand and have confidence in what's called the graduated approach to SEND. So that includes special educational needs support plans, funding, statutory assessment and education healthcare plans. Families tell us that this can still be a very complicated and overwhelming process for them, and they want to know what this means for their child. We support families with writing information, including parental requests for assessment, writing their parental views, or the views of a young person. We also provide information about health and social care provisions for children and young people with SEND, and advice and support regarding SEND appeals, including forms and written preparations for tribunal. We can also go to a tribunal with the family to offer support on the day. We offer information about using the local offer, as well as signposting to the support that is available for families within County Durham. We also offer SEND workshops for families and carers. So we run a series of workshops throughout the year which cover subjects such as how is my child supported in school, SEND and the law, exclusions, the Parents' Toolkit to SEND, statutory assessment and education healthcare plans and transitions. The SENDIASS team consists of myself, Lisa, the SENDIASS coordinator. Then I have a support officer and administrator for MCT. Our support officer is the person that takes the initial referrals from parents, and generally on a week-to-week basis we get over 100 referrals. We then have two SENDIASS officers who support families specifically around special educational needs and disability. We then have another SENDIASS officer who their role is to support families who have children with autism and social communication difficulties. And we also have a short breaks officer, and their role is to signpost and coordinate provision for children with activities that they can do either before and after school or during school holidays. In terms of getting in touch with us as a service, we have that dedicated telephone helpline. We always stress though, because of the volume of calls that come into SENDIASS, that if that phone isn't answered, it's because we're on the telephone to another family. So we encourage families and other professionals to leave an answer machine message. Families can email the service. We also have a contact self-referral form on our website, and we recently have a new Facebook page, and that is Durham SEND Information Advice Support Service. Referrals ideally would come directly from a family because then we know that they would like support, but we also know that families sometimes can find it difficult to pick up the telephone or send an email. So if you're working with a family, then you can always make that referral on that parent's behalf, as long as we know that they would like the support from us. If you had any queries or just wanted to talk through a case with us, please get in touch.